Amazon Seller Fulfilled Prime Day is back. There's going to be a second Prime Day-like event coming in October. EU and UK sellers are complaining about account reserves. New listing attributes are ready. Amazon beauty domination, and a list of all the Amazon events for the next 2 months. Free resources to learn about Helium 10 tools and more on today's episode of the Weekly Buzz. How cool is that? Pretty cool, I think. Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of the Serious Sellers Podcast by Helium 10. I am your host, Bradley Sutton, and this is the show that is our Helium 10 Weekly Buzz, where we give you a rundown of all the Amazon, Walmart, and e-commerce news bites that are going around, and we also give you trading tips of the week that'll give you serious strategies for serious sellers of any level in the e-commerce world. Let's see what's buzzing. All right, our first article that we are going to go over today is actually from Amazon Seller Central itself. It was a couple days ago. You probably saw it in your dashboards, but it's new seller enrollment for Seller Fulfilled Prime will reopen on October 1st, 2023. So in case you missed this, we talked about this a few weeks ago in the buzz, how Amazon announced that Seller Fulfilled Prime is coming back. Now, what Seller Fulfilled Prime basically is you as a seller, let's say you're doing merchant fulfilled, you're shipping to your own customers, not using FBA. Well, people who are in Seller Fulfilled Prime, as long as you can meet the requirements, it means that your offer, your buy box, it's going to have that Prime badge, even though it's not delivered by FBA. All right. So this hasn't been open in years. All right. This is a program that's old. It was around in 2015, but then a couple years later, they shut it down. And it hasn't been available for sellers for a long time, but it's coming back October 1st. And there's a lot of standards that you have to meet in order to qualify for it. So this article in your dashboard will tell you a little bit more about it. But to make sure that you're eligible, you've got to have over the last 90 days, you've had to self-fulfill at least 100 packages, have a cancellation rate of less than 2.5%, valid tracking rate greater than 95%, late shipment rates later or less than 4%. And something interesting about what you have to actually do if you're going to do Prime. Now, what I just told you was the requirements of the last few weeks or the last 90 days if you weren't in Seller Fulfilled Prime. But for standard size option to qualify, at least 30% of your shipments have to be delivered in 1 day or less, and at least 70% have to be delivered in 2 days or less. If it's oversized, it goes to 10% 1 day and 45% 2 day. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm assuming that this would take most of you out of the running if you don't have a carrier that would do that. So, for me, I have my own warehouse. I ship every day from my warehouse. I am not switching to Seller Fulfilled Prime. I'm very happy with Amazon FBA, and I just ship myself, via the snail mail, first class, from USPS or UPS ground. There's no way I could deliver things in 1 or 2 days for something cheaper than what Amazon can do it. But for those of you who have big shipping operations, maybe this is for you. Make sure to check your dashboard for more details. All right, the next article is another release from Amazon just from a couple of days ago, and it was entitled Prime Big Deal Days. All right, basically what's going to happen is kind of like there's going to be a second Amazon Prime Day coming around October. It's the first time they're calling it this. And it's interesting to note, they didn't give the exact date yet, but just the fact that it says Prime Big Deal Days as in plural, means, hey, I'm assuming it's got to be at least a 2-day event, right? And this is going to be in 19 different countries of Amazon, Austria, Belgium, UK, Brazil, Canada, and all of the other Amazon marketplaces. So there's going to be more details. There's very little information yet. You probably started seeing in your dashboards the ability to sign up for like deals of the day or lightning deals during this time. So make sure to check your deals page if you're interested to sign up. But it's confirmed it is going to be in October. The next article that we are going to talk about is from BBC.com, where it's entitled Amazon Sellers Fear Going Under as Site Withholds Cash. Now, there's a very scary looking picture of a seller who looks, or a seller who looks very scared, and it's very real. Well, what's happening to him? He's saying, hey, man, I don't know if I can continue selling because I've got this reserve. Now, at first glance, you might think, well, this is not fair. Like, why is Amazon holding money from UK and EU sellers? Now, this is something that I was today years old when I found this out, but I didn't realize that for sellers who are in UK and EU, as far as I understand from these articles, from before 2016, they didn't have a reserve. They didn't have to wait for their money to get disbursed, and there was no reserve where, Amazon holds a certain amount to cover, returns and fake orders and things like that. Like, for the rest of us sellers in a USA, this is just a fact of life that we've always dealt with. It's like a reality. So it's kind of interesting that here in these other countries, it was announced that it's going to go to the same kind of system that the Amazon USA has in August of this year, which obviously we're in. So people are tripping out because they're like, we don't know how to deal with our cash flow. These sellers are saying. Here's one seller. He says he sells ink cartridges and he has 170,000 pounds in reserve, and it's increasing by 40,000 a day. So again, for us, Amazon USA sellers, this is what we're used to, but it's interesting that now UK and EU sellers are having to deal with this. And as bad as you think that is, if you do think it's bad, to me, it just makes sense. Like, of course, Amazon's got to have some kind of reserve. Otherwise, what's to stop somebody from, making tons of orders and just doing chargebacks or something, and then Amazon's kind of like doesn't have the money. But Etsy sellers in the UK, Etsy started withholding 75% of sellers' funds for 45 days. Now, that's insane. Imagine if Amazon was doing that. That would be pretty crazy. But anyways, let me know. Did I get that right? You EU and UK sellers, if you were selling before 2015, were you getting your disbursements like every day from what you sold the previous day, or with no reserve to cover refunds? I'm curious about that. Let me know in the comments below. Am I tripping on this, or what's going on? Next article, going back to Seller Central. There's new product listing attributes required for new listings as of August 16th. All right. This is only going to be for about 200 product types, and this will be for new listings. All right. This is going to be just like some minor things. Like I saw special features was required in some, but if you're ever wondering, Amazon puts out new attribute requirements now and then. If you're maybe getting shadow suppressed or just full on search suppressed, or you just want to make sure you have all the fields filled out, the way you can see if there's fields that you need to fill out, you go to your manage inventory, and then you can hit either listing quality dashboard or search suppress and inactive listings. And then what's going to happen is if there are things that you need to have, like I don't have anything in my account almost, it's just quantities here. But if there are things that you need to fill out, you will be able to go ahead and fill it out directly from here, as opposed to having to go in and edit your full listing. So again, new attributes are required soon for new listings. If you want to check out what those are, you can check your dashboard notification. Or if you want to see if any of the previous release has affected the visibility of some of your products, make sure to check that out in Manage Inventory. Next article here comes from Forbes, and it's entitled, How Amazon Came to Dominate the U.S. Beauty E-Commerce Market. Now, this just was super interesting to me because there is a chart on here. Yeah, here's a chart right here. Did you know that as far as the e-commerce beauty market, Amazon has 60% of the market? That's just shocking to me. 60% of the online beauty market. All right. Just to let you know who they're competing with. Number 2 is Walmart with like 7%. All right. Ulta is way behind with like 5%. All right. Target, Sephora is like 2%. I had no idea that people, go to Amazon so much for their beauty products. So, it is, a lot of the beauty products are saturated, but I'm sure there might be opportunity on there. When a marketplace has 60% of the market share for online sales of this, big niche here, there's bound to be some opportunity there. So take advantage of all the people who are shopping on Amazon for beauty. If you're in that niche, maybe that's why the most popular coffin shelf now is not our coffin shelf, but it's actually these makeup coffin shelves. I didn't even think about that. I need to start thinking about some beauty products that have to do with Manny's Mysterious Oddities and our Project X products. All right, next up, I'm going to give you a rundown of all of the events that we will be attending that you Amazon sellers might be interested in over the next few weeks. All right, the very first one is actually going to be an online one, the only one that's online. And it's a workshop that we're doing that is all about search query performance, brand analytics, product opportunity explorer. Now, this is unique because this is the very first time ever that Amazon themselves, the people behind, and I'm not just saying, oh, just some random employee from Amazon. We're going to go get an Amazon delivery driver and he's going to tell us about search query performance. No, this is the department that actually created search query performance and brand analytics. They are coming onto the webinar to answer your top questions about like, hey, what's the difference between brand analytics click share and search query performance click share, since it's different? What counts as an impression in search query performance, and more. So make sure to sign up for this event, h10.me/Amazon data, h10.me/Amazon data. And it's going to be next week on the 17th. You don't want to miss it. I am super, super excited that we're going to be able to present this information to you. Speaking of high-level information, right before Amazon Accelerate, we have the Q3 Helium 10 Elite Workshop. So Helium 10 Elite members are going to be able to go for free, but anybody who's not a Helium 10 member, you can still sign up and go for $600. If you don't want to pay for that, you can try and see if the customer service will allow you to upgrade to Elite. We haven't opened up Elite since 6 months ago, but this is going to be a great workshop. We have two special guests, Steve Simonson and Ritu Java, and they're going to be talking all about AI and how AI can help Amazon sellers. You probably heard a lot about it, but these are the top of the top speakers in the Amazon game, and they're doing next level stuff with AI. So make sure to come. That will be September 11th is when that Elite Workshop is going to be. Next event is actually Amazon Accelerate. All right. So Amazon Accelerate is why we're doing that Elite Workshop in Seattle. I don't know if I mentioned that was in Seattle, but Amazon Accelerate is September 13 and 14 in Seattle. It's Amazon's biggest event of the year. It's the biggest Amazon event in the world for what they put on. It'll be my first time to go, so make sure to come. September 13th and 14th in Seattle. You can sign up h10.me/accelerate. h10.me/accelerate. If you would like to join me in Italy, I'll be speaking at an event in Milan on September the 16th. All right. So if you would like to go to this event, I don't speak Italian. The rest of a lot of the event's going to be in Italian. My part will be in English. I don't know if this is the way you spell my name in Italian. It's Braldly, but anyways, that's just here on their website. But anyways, September 16th, go to h10.me/Italy if you would like to attend that event. Next up in October, we'll be attending the cool event Seller Velocity, the Seller Velocity Conference in New York City, October 11th and 12th. This is our second year attending this event. My first year attending it. Last time Carrie went. I'll be speaking at this event, talking about some subjects I have never talked about before and won't be probably talking about anywhere else. So really, really cool event and special activities they'll be doing. If you would like to attend this event or find more information, go to h10.me/velocity. That's h10.me/velocity. 안녕하세요. 저는 Bradley입니다. The next event is going to be in Korea, October the 22nd in Seoul, Korea. It will be our the biggest Amazon event that have been in Korea. There should be about 150 to 200 people there from Seller Kingdom. It's called the Korean Amazon Sellers Conference. All right. So if you're in Korea, you're in Japan, you want to take a quick trip over there, I will be there on October the 22nd presenting. Make sure to attend this event. It'll be really cool. Be part of history. Be part of the first kind of Amazon conference like this for Amazon sellers from Korea. So, you know how I like K-drama. So I made this link, h10.me/K conference. All right, h10.me/K conference for all you K-pop or K-beauty, K-drama, K-conference fans out there. All right, and lastly, last event of the year, at least for now, is going to be Amazon Unboxed in New York. All right, Amazon Unboxed. It's put on by Amazon Advertising. It'll be October 24th through 26th. I don't have a link for that one yet, but I will have it, shortly. But if you just mark that on your calendar, 24th to the 26th in New York City for that event. All right, next up, we have a quick 2-minute video from Carrie here talking about a free resource on how you can just go through all of the Helium 10 training in a few modules, and even how you can get a certification to prove that you are Helium 10 certified. Carrie, take it away.
Hello, everyone. It actually recently came to my attention that not everyone knows about our Helium 10 Academy, which is an incredible resource, okay? Helium 10 Academy has basically all of the videos that you need to learn all of the ins and outs of Helium 10 tools, okay? So you can go through an entire course, and at the end, if you wanted to, you can pay for a certification and you can literally become Helium 10 certified, and we'll send you some swag with that. Otherwise, if you just wanted to learn the tools and you don't necessarily want the certification, you can literally go through all of these modules and take this course on your own to become a Helium 10 expert. Now, this will help you as a seller if you're already a seller. It will also help you if you're a freelancer, okay? So there are a lot of people who want to hire freelancers that are certified in Helium 10 that know Helium 10 tools. So this is really great for freelancers, individual sellers, and also just business owners that are hiring other people to help manage their business. So this is really a winning tool, and I want to show you a little bit more about it. So this is actually Helium 10 Academy, and I'm actually already logged in here, and you'll see all of these different modules here as you go through everything. Now, everything you can see is it's free. But again, if you want that certification, there is a small fee to get the certification and the swag that comes with it, which is pretty cool that you can present that to a potential employer, or that your employees can say, hey, I'm certified now in Helium 10. So if you want to take a look, let's take a look at this keyword research course. Okay, so we've got all of these keyword research modules. So we're going to take you through how all of our keyword research tools work, not only for Amazon, but also for Walmart. And then we have little quizzes at the end of each section. So you're going to have quizzes, and you're going to be able to, test your knowledge of what it is that you learned while you were taking these courses. So I highly recommend that you check out this Helium 10 Academy, whether you are a business owner, whether you're a seller, or if you are a freelancer. So there are so many great benefits. Now, I know I was a freelancer for a while, and I think that this is something that's really going to add to your resume, especially if you are looking for new jobs to help with people's Amazon accounts. Most people do use Helium 10. I would say the majority of Amazon sellers are using Helium 10's tools because they are the best in the industry. And so if you know the best tools in the industry, then that's going to put you above all of the rest. So go ahead and check out Helium 10's Academy. It's absolutely free. Just go to academy.helium10.com, and then you can sign up for free there and take the Helium 10 courses. So have a great day.
All right, thanks a lot, Carrie, for that. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this episode of the Weekly Buzz. We'll see you next week to see what's buzzing.